All right, guys. I'm JJ Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival. Just got a weird notification here that the Google Hangouts on air is going away here pretty soon. So I'll have to figure out the other options how to use. But today I wanted to talk with you about Shot Stop body armor. This stuff is pretty cool. They claim that it is the world's lightest and thinnest body armor. And I think it's pretty cool. I think it's really cool, actually. You can check these out over at shotstop.com. That is shotstop.com. And hey, what's going on, guys? And so I've got several different things I want to show you here. The first thing is we're going to look at is a flexible backpack insert. That is one. Then we have a rigid backpack insert. Then we have and those are both 3A. Then we've got a rifle rated backpack insert. And we have a shooter's cut curved level 3 and another sappy style level 3. So let's start off with let's just talk about something else here real quick. So I was watching Bear Independent's channel the other day. Good dude. If you guys haven't subscribed to Bear, you should definitely check out his channel. He's doing a lot of good things over there, I think. And but he was talking about when he bugs out that he would be taking a chest rig as opposed to taking his plates. And so I respectfully disagree with that mindset, because to me, if it's so dangerous that you're being forced from your house, you better take a gun, which he was, and you ought to have your body armor. The problem with traditional body armor, and this is the point that he made in his video, is that it's too heavy. You're adding like 16 pounds worth of weight into a normal, plate carrier. And that's ridiculous. That's a lot of weight. And it really adds up over time, especially when you're trying to move with a purpose and all that kind of stuff for a distance. But there is lightweight body armor out there, and ShotStop is one of those companies that does that. And, they are light. I mean, like, light. They don't weigh a lot. And the thing is that having plates like this will increase your survivability and your chances of survival in a situation where it's so dangerous that you've been forced to leave your home, because the likelihood of you getting in a shootout is probably pretty high. Okay, if it's so bad that you got to leave your house, I mean, you probably left your house shooting, in that circumstance. And if I'm going to have to get into a gunfight, I want body armor on, big time. I mean, it's just necessary, because, and I want my family to have some protection as well. And I want, it's just one of those important things. And I've done a couple of videos talking about that. So I'm not going to stress that too much more here. We're going to go ahead and talk about these things. But anyway, you should check out his video and definitely his channel. I just disagree with that point, but he makes it, his concern is valid in the weight. But I think these kinds of products can remedy that issue. Okay, so the first one here is a backpack insert. As you can see, it is flexible. It's still kind of stiff, so it's going to offer some degree of rigidity in your pack, but it is flexible enough, that it can move around and stuff a little bit. Rated to a level 3A. For those that you don't know, level 3A is a 44 Magnum, basically. And that's, let's see, 44 Magnum, 240 grain, soft jacket hollow point, and about average velocity of 1,430 feet per second. So it's going to stop all your pistol rounds. It's going to stop 22 rifle. It's going to also stop, in testing that I have done, and I don't know that this is official, but in testing that I've done in the past, it has also stopped 12 gauge slugs, 2 3/4 inch 12 gauge slugs. So, and I'm sure it would stop buckshot as well, but I didn't actually test buckshot, so I don't know. But anyway, So it stops a lot of stuff. Definitely a lot of your basic crime, and like these are great for like an EDC bag. They weigh 1.2 pounds, I think, something like that. Let me see if I can see here. Yeah, 1.21 pounds. So it really doesn't add much. It's like throwing a magazine into your pack. And I think these run around $165. So really not bad, and they definitely offer great protection. Really good for EDC bags. Great for kids' school bags to take to school. They're even small enough that these are about 10 by 12, I think. And yeah, about 10 by 12. And you could even put them in a large purse, if you're a female or whatever. Or if you're a dude that likes to carry a purse. Anyway. All right, so the next one is the rigid backpack insert. Sorry about what this does to the to the camera. So this is a rigid piece. It is about 1/4 of an inch thick, not very thick at all, and also made same rating as the soft one. It's a level 3A rating. They also make a clipboard version of this, but this could easily slide into a backpack, or not definitely a backpack, but I was going to say like a briefcase or something along those lines as well. So also about 165-ish or so. So that's pretty cool. Then if you're like, I want to be able to stop more than pistol rounds, I need something serious. Boom, there you go. This is serious. This is rated to a level 3, and so that is going to stop 7.62 by 51 full metal jacket. It will also stop a 5.56 by 55 grain full metal jacket. Now, these are not rated to stop the 62 grain light armor piercing. What are they? Let me just look right here. I got a little chart. The M855A1s. They won't stop that. They do have options that will stop those. 2 other options that will stop those. Those are your Duratidium 3 plus GT and the Duratidium 4 plus HS models. And the Duratidium is the proprietary type of stuff that they use to make these. But essentially, what it is plastic polyethylene, I believe, or something, high density polyethylene or something along those lines. I don't know exactly, but something like that. Again, this one's really light. What does this thing weigh here? 4.75 pounds. This one weighs 4.75 pounds. So it's a little bit heavier, but not bad. I mean, it's about an inch thick, 10 by 12. Could put it in a get home bag, something along those lines. That's going to work out pretty well. It has a almost like a cloth type feel over the top of it, but pretty nice little option for sliding into bags and stuff like that. Let's see here. The next one we have is, and I am going to do a video where I'm going to shoot this guy, and then I'm also going to shoot this guy, and we'll follow up on that at a later time. But I want to show you guys that this stuff actually works and that it actually will stop what it says it'll stop and everything. So we will do that in the future. So the next one, and these are the ones that I think preppers should really, I mean, I think those are definitely some good options for like everyday carry bags and stuff. But if you're in a situation where you're going to have to bug out, kind of like I was referring to earlier, you really need to have some protection with you, armor protection. It's just my opinion. And these are the plates that I think you should look at. I want to say they're around $279 or $80, something along those lines. And these are level 3 plus is what they call them. And as a standalone unit. Now, some other high density polyethylene type plates are level 3 plates, like the ones I have currently in my best or in my plate carrier, and they're going to get replaced by these. But they have to have a soft armor behind it and that's very common. So, make sure that you know what you're getting. This is a standalone level 3. So it'll stop up to 308 Winchester. And let me see what the 149 grain M80 full metal jacket is what these are rated up to. And they won't stop the 62 grain steel cores, the green tips. I don't think the military is even using those anymore. Maybe they are, but they're going away from it for sure. So that is that. And this has got the shooter's cut on it, so it's got that kind of a bigger cut off the corner, so that when it's up here on your plate or on your carrier, then you still have this pocket right here for shooting on each side, which that's really nice. And if you like the traditional sappy size, you get a little bit more protection. That's what this one is. You can do that, but what I recommend is using these for the back. So get one sappy for the front, and then one of the shooter's cut for the back. Now, these are curved. I don't know if you've seen that. That's going to make them a lot more comfortable. And they also have, it's not like a rhino lining, like AR500 or whatever, but it is some kind of almost like foam-backed, hard something. I don't know exactly. It's not on the strike face. You just have this coating on the strike face, but on the back side, there's just a thin layer of foam to make it a lot more comfortable on the edges and all that kind of stuff, which is actually pretty cool. Now, these plates weigh let me see if I can find it. 3.3 pounds for this one, 3.3. And no, I'm sorry. My camera, my middle window's in the way here. About 3.3 pounds. So, not bad. Not bad. They're very, very handy. For 6 pounds, you put front and back, 6.5 pounds or whatever on the front and back of your plate carrier is less than one steel plate. Couple pounds less. That's pretty cool. That's really, really a good deal. So that is basically the look at these. It's just a real quick sort of desktop review. Let me tell you the best thing about these, though. All right, and this is, do they float? Somebody asked, do they float? I don't know if they float, but they're definitely light. But I can't say for sure that they float. I've seen some of the ones you're talking about that float, but they were about half a Guinness thick. These are only just about an inch thick, maybe a little less than an inch. I don't have a tape measure available right now, but the ones that floated that I had saw were like an inch and a half or maybe almost 2 inches thick. I think Mac reviewed those on his channel, but anyhow, the best thing about these, made in the USA. That's the coolest part, I think. Made in Ohio, designed, developed, and manufactured right here in the United States. The next thing, and that is just as good as that, is 15-year warranty on all of their 100% polyethylene plates, and a 10-year warranty on their higher level armor-piercing plates. So that's 3 times the industry standard. The industry standard on body armor is like 5 years max. Some of them are like 3 to 5. So they definitely stand behind the product. They're a new company. They've only been around for about a couple of years, been on the market for a couple of years because they spent about a decade doing all their testing and getting everything right and setting up their manufacturing and all that kind of stuff. And then now they've finally come to market, and I think it looks like they have a really great product. And the dudes that I've spoken to are super friendly, really, really pro Second Amendment kind of guys and all that kind of stuff. As you can see, that's important to me. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna do a follow-up video on this after the fact. Like I said, gonna be shooting a couple of them, seeing how they hold up, seeing what kind of torture, abuse that they can withstand, and will also be I will be putting these in my plate carrier, so you will be able to probably see that in future videos as well. And I'm probably going to end up putting this. Probably going to give this one to Xander to take to school, I would imagine. I don't think he has one currently. I know Tanner has got one. He's in high school, and he's got a hard one. But yeah, so I think it's pretty good. So, do you guys have any questions about these? If you do, and if you're in the chat right now, then go ahead and put them in here. So just Dan O says, is level 3 plus even an industry standard? No, it's not an industry standard as far as I know. Just level 3 is, and I'm not exactly sure why they label it that way. I know that they're tested at at Chesapeake Testing, which is an NIJ certified testing lab. Here's one of their reports or whatever. But it's not entirely clear to me what their rating system is based off of, because it seems to be slightly different than the NIJ standards all the way across the board on the rifle plates anyway. On the backpack inserts, it seems to be pretty standard, the 3A. With the rifle plates, it seems like they have different levels of protection. And I think that the issue is that essentially they're trying to make the plates as light as possible for the vast majority of threats. So, basically up to that 308, and then pretty much most of the more common stuff coming down, like the 55 grain full metal jacket and all that kind of stuff. But then if you really want all of that protection, then they have the options that I was discussing earlier. The Duratidium 4 plus HS, which will cover all the way up to armor piercing 7.62 by 63 millimeter, and as the M2 armor piercing, and then also the 7.62 by 54R armor piercing B35 Dragunov. So, or B32, excuse me, Dragunov. So there's multiple options, and obviously price increases as it goes up. So I think they're just offering a variety of different ranges. But let me share this screen with you guys here real quick that will hopefully kind of explain it a little better than maybe what I am right now. Let's see, screen share. And let's go just application window right there, share it. Okay, so here is the on their website where it kind of goes over the different ratings and everything like that. So you can kind of see up here at the top, the different threats that it'll stop, and then it kind of goes through, and then it shows which ones it won't stop, And again, these two heavier ones are an alloy composite, so they're made slightly differently. Those are the ones that have the 10-year warranty, and then the polyethylene plates are the ones that have the 15-year warranty. And for me, there's not too many people with shooting armor piercing rounds and all that kind of stuff, so I'm not really that worried about having that, the heaviest protection and all that kind of stuff. As long as I can cover the most common things, up to a 308, I think it's going to be fine. I really do. I really don't think it's going to be that big of an issue, but to each their own. If you guys think that you would want to get the heavier stuff, they got those options covered. So, definitely take advantage of that. I know that the company that the company that I got my stuff from that was in my old one, I don't think they're even in business anymore. And I'm sure there are companies that make a similar kind of product, but I don't even know what they are, to be honest with you. Um, so, okay, let's see here. Yes, I do believe that they are multi-hit rated. And we'll see when we go and shoot this if it can take multiple rounds. I'm 99.9% sure that it will be able to take multiple rounds, but we'll definitely do this. All right, I'm just checking the chat here to see if I missed anything. Yeah, they do make side plates also. Do I suggest them? Yes, if you have lighter ones. Um, but I will also say that if mobility is an issue and if you're wearing a war belt at the same time as you're wearing your plate carrier, you may not be able to and have the degree of functionality that you want with your war belt, withdrawing your pistol and different things like that, depending on how you have it set up. So I personally don't run side plates, but they are definitely good, and it's going to offer an even higher level of protection. And I believe that they do have side plates available here as well. So, all right. See if I missed anything else. Yeah, no, I think you're right, Mr. B. If they're not multi-hit, then they wouldn't have the ratings that they have and all that kind of stuff. So, um, yeah, I'm fairly certain that they are. I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's 4 shots within 4 inches in order to get the level 3 certification. That's what pops into my head, but don't hold me to that. I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. So, let's see. I think that is pretty much all I wanted to cover on this. Head over to shotstop.com. You can check these things out, check out the prices and all that kind of stuff. There's a link in the description below. Um, I think you'll like it. It's American made. It offers a great warranty. The price is definitely reasonable. I know the plates that I got when I got them several years ago, I think they were over $700. These are only like 270, something along those lines. So definitely a hell of a deal in my opinion. So, and then these are only about 165, something along those lines. So pretty good stuff. I don't think that you're going to be able to beat it or find anything that is going to be as light um, and as thin and as wearable. That's the key thing. You really have to pick up a plate carrier that has a set of steel plates in it, fully loaded with ammo, and then go and set up a plate carrier that has a set of poly plates in it. And you hold the two, you will be like, oh, F that. And you're going to take that one and put it on. Trust me. I mean, you pick it up with one hand and hold them out. I mean, they just don't weigh that much. And it makes it so that if you had to go, if you had to leave your house, you could do so with some degree of protections. Some degree of protections. So, hey, what's up, Clint? Um, I am going to go ahead and sign off here. I'm going to go ahead and come right back on shortly after I sign off. So if you guys want to hang out for that, I'm going to talk about the this month's battle box. So stick with me, and I'll get this going as soon as I can, and I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in another video here shortly.